Welcome back to Shed End Blues Carabao Cup final. Chelsea nil, Liverpool nil, and it's the fourth consecutive domestic cup final that we have bottled, not shown up, and lost. Okay, our defence today, Mendy, phenomenal, immense, on point. Midfield at times got overran in the first half, but at other times battled back and worked really hard. Kovacic, Kante, even Jorginho when he came on towards the end. But our attackers have cost us yet again. Yet again. We are talking about Mason Mount, Kai Havertz, Pulisic, Lukaku, Werner. Just not good enough. It's the same old story. When it matters most, when the lights are on, when you're in the big time, big moments, clutch moments, they do not deliver. Mason Mount today did not show up when he was called upon. Two gilt-edged chances that he should have finished. We should have been 1-0 up after 6 minutes with Christian Pulisic. He should have buried that. Liverpool were there for the taking today. Yeah, they had their chances as well. Good save from Mendy, but we defended well. Kept Salah out for the majority of the game. I thought Luis Diaz was their most dangerous player. If anyone was going to do anything, it was going to be him. They took Mane off because he really didn't do a lot. Yes, they had a lot of possession, but I can remember a couple of saves from Mendy. One from a Van Dijk header and one from like a double save from Keita, then from Mendy and from Mane. Other than that, there wasn't a lot. Yeah, Salah had a chance where Thiago had to clear it, but it wasn't going in. It was going wide. They had their moments, Liverpool, but so did we. And we didn't capitalise when we should have. I felt we were the better side after 90 minutes. Yeah, they had their moments, Liverpool, but we had the better chances. We should have buried that game. And it's because Mason Mount didn't finish his dinner. He had that moment twice. He had chances, gilt-edged chances where he should have finished. Should be finishing. And he let us down. Christian Pulisic let us down today. Romelu Lukaku and Timo Werner, if they could stay on side. Timo Werner, his timing is horrendous. His positioning, horrendous. Yes, he works hard and he tries, but he's just not good enough. Mason Mount works hard, presses, does some good stuff at times, but it's not consistent. And in clutch moments, he doesn't stand up. And can be counted for, especially today. Wasn't a good game from him. Kai Havertz has been better, has been getting better. I felt today wasn't his best game. Didn't do enough. Romelu Lukaku came on, slowed the whole game down. Timo Werner can't stay on side. These attackers are not good enough. They are not of the calibre of our rest of our team. The defence and the midfield are quality. But the attack are letting the side down. And it's costing us. It's cost us the final. And it's going to cost us for the rest of the season. We can point the finger at blame. A lot of people online are just pointing the finger of blame at Mason Mount. But it's not just Mason Mount. Yes, he missed 2 gilt-edged chances today. Pulisic did. Lukaku should have done better. Werner should have done better. Havertz should have done better. There are many of them that could have done better today. And throughout the season, including Mason Mount, he is in that list as well. He cannot escape blame for this season. We have not been good enough going in attack. creating chances, scoring chances, getting into position to score goals. Romelu Lukaku is our top goal scorer with 10 goals after 29 games. That's 1 goal every 3 games. Second is Jorginho with 9. That tells you the story, and he's only scored penalties. Then comes Mason Mount and a few others, and it's just not good enough. The return is not good enough from our attackers this season. They have not been consistent. Yes, I know they've been injured, but that's a problem as well, that they can't stay fit. We need players who can stay fit. We need players who can contribute to attacks. We need players who can put the ball in the back of the bloody net. That's the idea of this game. Keeping the ball and all possession and all the techers is all good in the world, but if you're not putting the ball in the back of the net, there's a serious problem. And that has been one of our major problems, along with the fitness of these players this season. Not being able to score enough goals and our players' fitness. Injuries, constant injuries. Every week, another player getting injured. I think we had one. I think Azpilicueta went off today, got injured. Reece James had to come on. He's been away for a very long time, been out for a very long time. He came on, did really well. I felt, got into the game, wasn't 100. You could see he wasn't match sharp, made a few mistakes, wasn't at his best. The crossing wasn't there, wasn't on point. It's going to take him a while to get back into that sort of flow. We miss him. We miss Chilwell, yes. Injuries have been a massive problem this season, but the attack has just been just as bad. Creatively going forward, we have been abysmal. But the chances were there today, and we are not taking them. We are not getting in the attackers are not getting in the positions they need to be in to score the goals. They're either offside or they're just not there. Just woeful, woeful, and it's cost us a cup. Liverpool, congratulations, you won it. And that's all I've really got to say. Let's go to the player ratings, shall we? We had Mendy in goal, and I think he should have stayed in goal. I don't like the fact that this is allowed to happen, where you're allowed to bring on a goalkeeper or an attacker just for a penalty shootout. Didn't like it, don't like it, shouldn't happen, and maybe it's cost us. Does Mendy bury it? Does Mendy score? Because Kepa looked like he was taking a goal kick when he took that penalty, and he didn't save one. Not 1 out of 11 penalties. You'd think, no, odds on, you'd think like he would have saved at least one of them. Some of them were shocking penalties as well. Even the ones at Chelsea as well, they were shocked. Some of them, like Rudiger's, was a bad penalty, but somehow he scored. But you would have thought, yeah, maybe Mendy would have standing a better chance. Oh well, it's hindsight now. But for me, Mendy, world class saves today. Some world class saves. He didn't put a foot wrong. He kept a clean sheet for 90 minutes and an extra 30 minutes or 29, and then when Kepa came on. So I'd give him an 8 out of 10. Chalobah hadn't played for a while. Had to come in for Christensen, who got injured, I think, in the warm-up or earlier in the day, and had a good game. Glad he's back. Good defensively. Couple of times he had a tough time up against Luis Diaz, who is a very good player. Liverpool have found themselves another good attacking player. We can't find one for love nor money, but they just seem to lap them up, find them, and we're just struggling at the moment. It's just not fair. So yeah, but Chalobah did okay considering he hasn't played many games, hadn't had many minutes. So I'd give him a 7 out of 10. Thiago Silva is just a G, just a god, just a legend. Solid as a rock. Just calm influence throughout the back line. doesn't put a foot wrong. It's a shame the caliber of him isn't matched up the field from our attackers. He deserves so much better. Um, I'd give him a 9 out of 10 today. He was brilliant. Same for Rudiger. And those two must be really annoyed that they put the shifts in they do, the work then they do, and it's not reciprocated from the players up top of the field. Just not good enough. I'd be pissed off. They're not doing their jobs up the top end of the pitch. They're not putting the shifts in that Rudiger and Silva are. They're putting their lives on the line for this side, for the badge, for the club, for the fans. They're not putting in the effort like those two are, in my opinion. Rudiger, fantastic, 9 out of 10. Wing backs today, Aspilicueta, solid, good performance, I felt. Didn't put a foot wrong. Defended really well today. I'd give him a 7. Same for Marcus Alonso. I thought it was one of his better games today. He stepped up today, played well. Could have done better maybe going forward, same as Aspilicueta. So for that, I'll give him a 7 as well. Then we've got the midfield too, Kovacic and Kante. Like I said, I felt they got overran in the middle of the park in the first half, but I felt they battled back and did well and controlled the game for big parts of it in the second half and some of the first half as well. And I'd give Kovacic 7, Kante 7. Jorginho did come on in the second half of extra time and didn't do a lot, so I'm not going to rate that. Then our front three, we started with Mason Mount, and mate, you should be finishing those chances. Big chances that a player that you're supposedly of your level, that carries the team, that has been one of our best players for the last 2 years, should be finishing. I'm sorry, but I like Mason Mount. But is he as of the top level? Is he ready? Is he there? Is he ever going to be there? Because these moments count. And these will go down and maybe even define your career. And you didn't step up today, Mason. Yet again. It's not the first time. You had 2 opportunities today to score and you bottled it. You bottled it. His work rate, phenomenal. Pressing, brilliant. But those 2 chances are what matters at the end of the day. And you weren't there to take them, and you should be. You should be ready, and you should be capable and able to take those chances. So for that fact, 5 out of 10. Kai Havertz, probably for me, one of our better attacker players. Looked like something could happen through him. Didn't. Did put the ball in the back of the net. He was onside, but unfortunately, the creator of the chance, Timo Werner, was not. Just lives offside. Swear his middle name is offside. Born offside. Born in offside. I don't know. Timo Werner just has no awareness. No timing. He's woeful. Absolutely woeful. But anyway, back to Kai Havertz. He did put the ball in the back of the net. Should have scored if it weren't for his teammate who couldn't stay on side. Other than that, decent from him. He had a lot of work to do today up against quality defenders in Van Dijk and Kanate, who's a beast as well. Going to be very, very good. He's a young lad and he's going to be a top defender. So Kai Havertz did actually play quite well today. I will give him a 7 out of 10. Just could have maybe done a little bit better at moments. Christian Pulisic, you should have scored. Bottled it as well. It was there on a plate for you. On a plate. And you didn't finish your dinner, son. Simple chance. Bread and butter. Put it in the back of the net. Anywhere else, you put it straight at the keeper. You were 5 yards out, mate. You have to score. Just no excuse. No excuse. And then you go missing. For large parts of the game, you do nothing. You don't show up. You don't turn up. You go hiding. So for that, 4. Lukaku comes on, puts the ball in the back of the net. Dubious offside call, in my opinion. He actually did play quite well, actually, for Lukaku. He didn't do badly. There were moments where he actually looked like he could do something, like he was troubling the Liverpool defence. Maybe he is better as coming on as a substitute when the players are tired and he can bully them and he's got like a little bit of space and time to actually try and do something. But other than like that, he had another chance where he maybe could have done better. But yeah, for what he did, I'll give him a 6. That's fair. I think that's quite fair actually for Lukaku. Werner, shocking. Stay on side. How many times? How many times? Look across the bloody line. You are faster than most players on that pitch. You can like, afford to give them like a step or two. You know, give them a little bit. Just make sure. Don't gamble. My God. I hope he never puts a bet on because when every time he gambles, whether he's offside or not, he gets it wrong every time. Every single time. Not good enough. Not good enough. I'm sorry. I like him. He works hard. I know the Chelsea fans sing his name, but unfortunately, not good enough for this club at this level. Maybe the offside rule is different in Germany. I don't know. I don't think so. But the geezer just doesn't understand it. Woeful at times. Woeful. 4. Learn the offside rule. Kepa coming on. That was the biggest mistake. Another big mistake, maybe. I thought Mendy deserved to stay on. I mean, he saved a penalty before. It's not like he hasn't. Give him a chance at least. What did Kepa do? I mean, is this a myth now that's been broken that Kepa is not some penalty saving god? Has it come full circle from the last time we were in the Carabao Cup final where Kepa didn't want to come off? 4 domestic cup finals lost in a row. Is there a jinx about us? But we've got a lot to look forward to still for this season. We are still in with a shout of 2 cup competitions, another domestic cup. Oh my God, could you imagine if we get to another domestic cup final? I don't know if my heart could take it after this game. My God, this game should have come with a health warning at times. Great nil-nil game though, really, for nil-nil. And it was a good game. Both sides gave it their all, I felt. We just don't have it in it. Didn't have it in attack. I felt Liverpool didn't like batter us as much as I thought they would, to be honest with you. I thought we dealt with them in defence really quite well. Luis Diaz is a quality player and going to be a very good player. That Harvey Elliott's got something about him. He's going to be quality. He looked good when he came on, I felt. Trent Alexander-Arnold is a baller. I don't care what anyone says. Van Dijk's just phenomenal. Kanate's a beast. That second goalkeeper, Kelleher, I think his name is. I'm not going to try and pronounce his first name, but I know he's Alisson's backup, but someone out there might be looking for him next season because he's a decent goalkeeper. He could get first team football at least a lower league Premier League team. He is good. That's all I've got to say on Liverpool. They're in with a shout for winning a few things as well this season. So who knows what's going to happen? I hope they don't, because we want to be winning them things. And I can't stand it when Liverpool win things. They're the media darlings, and they just love to lord it over how great Liverpool are over everyone. But anyway, that's all I've got to say today. Disappointing. We've been there many, many times before as Chelsea fans. We've lost cup finals before. Not the first time, and it's not going to be the last time, so get used to it. We've won a load, we've lost a load. It's just one of them things. It happens. Just stay happy, be safe, and sensible. Cheers. And we've got a lot more to play for this season, so don't be too down on yourselves. Don't get too upset. Don't start going mad and saying, get these players out of my club. I've had enough from Mason Mount. He should never wear the shirt again. What's wrong with you? I don't. Yes, he's had a poor season, and I'm sure Mason Mount himself is not happy with his performance today and his performances this season. And I'm sure he knows they need to get better. There are other players that know that as well, and I know there are players in this club that need to leave. Maybe some of you think Mason Mount is one of them, and you're entitled to your opinion. But my opinion is that we need a lot better players in attack. Maybe Mason Mount could add to that with better players around him. Who knows? Maybe he'll get better. He's got the potential, in my opinion, to achieve that. He has shown moments. He just needs to be more consistent. And today he wasn't there. He had the moments to etch his name in Chelsea history, and he didn't stand up and deliver. But another day gone, another game lost. We move on. We fight on. We've got Luton in the cup. We've got league games to play. We've got another second leg against Lille. We've got a lot more to play for this season. Yes, I'm upset that we haven't won the Carabao Cup. And years gone by, people wouldn't have cared really. But it's an important trophy, in my opinion, just as any other trophy we play for. People can call them plastic cups, whatever, but it's another one to add to a trophy cabinet. At least we've got trophies in our trophy cabinet. That's more to say than other London clubs. They can't say that. Do me a favour. One of the most successful clubs in England in the last 20 years. We've got a lot more to play for. We've got a lot to be proud of. Let's keep fighting. Come on, you Blues. We believe in you, lads. Step up and show why you are wearing our shirt. Let's have a good end to the season. Thanks for watching. Please hit the subscribe button, the like button. Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. You'll get a follow back if you're a Chelsea fan. Thanks for watching. Peace out. And I will see you next time. Up the Chelsea.